Hey, what's going on guys? Zexus here, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you guys kind of like a mini tutorial, but I'm going to be showing you guys how I make my thumbnails for my YouTube videos in Photoshop CS6, and you guys can kind of follow this along as a tutorial if you'd like. If not, post some comments down in the below if you guys post some comments down below if you guys would like a more in-depth tutorial on how to make thumbnails in Photoshop. I'd gladly do that for you guys. Just let me know in the comment section down below. So let's get right on into this. So first off, I'm going to start my new file, and I'm going to name this, let's see here, how to make thumbnails. There we go. And then I'm going to change the width to 1280, height to 720. I'm going to leave everything pixels, resolution, all that same. Background, I want transparent. Okay, this looks good. So there we go. We got our normal background here where we start out with and whatnot. What did I just do? Undo, move. Okay. Next, I'm going to get my background going in here. So I already went ahead and found the background I'm going to use. Just go to Google Images and find something you want. Like I typed in blue grunge background, and this is what I found that I want. So I'm going to save this image as my blue grunge like that. Now I'm going to go back to Photoshop. I'm going to go to File, Place. Now I'm going to type in blue grunge like that. I'm going to place it. And my Photoshop does this dumb thing where the screen blacks out every now and then. So it's hard to do stuff while I'm editing. I don't even know what I just said. Anyway, so now we're going to place this. There we go. Now we got our background into place. So next up, I'm going to go to my text tool. Initializing type tool, whatever, type tool, text tool, whatever you want to call it. Normally I use 200 point font, but I'll drag it around, and I always start out with a white font or white colored font. And let's see here, let's just type in how I make my YouTube thumbnails. Let's see here, and let me just select all of this. We'll center it, and then we'll drag it back over. Now I don't know if I want this centered or not. I'm not sure. Now let's see here. Okay, so let's just place it like that. Okay, so now we have at least our basic text into place, and we have our background, but the text looks a little boring like this, so let's spice it up a bit. Let's double click over here to open up our layer styles, and let's add a stroke to this bad boy. Let me click on stroke. We'll make this a little bigger. Let's go to a 7 stroke. 7 stroke. That looks nice. Now next, let's add a gradient overlay. This looks a little bad like this, because it goes like white to dark. So let's just change the opacity down to about 10%. You can't really notice it sometimes, so sometimes I go between 10 and 20. Now you can notice it a little bit, so it's better like that. Next, we'll go to drop shadow, and right now obviously you can't really see the drop shadow. Let's make the opacity 100% on this bad boy, and we'll change up the size of it a good bit. I go anywhere. It mostly depends on, like, I don't have a set number. We'll go to 50. 50 looks nice. Okay, so next you can mess with whatever else you want. If you want to add a color overlay to it, you can. I'm gonna leave mine white, just because. You can put a bevel and emboss on it, which makes the text pop out a little bit more, make it 3D. But I'm gonna leave it the way it is. So next, let's see here. I'm going to go in here and edit this text. I'm gonna change the colors up of some of the words. So I'm gonna find a nice light bluish, a lightish darkish blue, I guess you would call it. Okay, so that looks nice to me. So I'm going to change up some of the words on it to, make the thumbnail pop out a little bit more than it would if I just left it all white. So, I could even change half of this word if I wanted to. Let's see here. Let's go same color. There we go. There we go. So just that fast, now we have a pretty cool looking thumbnail. So next, I'm just going to go to Google Images just to add a little more spruce to it. Spruce, I don't know if that's a proper word. Spruce, was that tree? Alright, so now I'm going to look for a Photoshop logo PNG. Whenever you're looking for images that aren't your background, you're going to want to look for a PNG image, because a PNG image basically means, like, say like this. I'm not sure if this is PNG. Yes, this is PNG. So basically when I put this, you guys will see. I'll save this image. Save it as Photoshop logo. There we go. And then we'll go back to the Photoshop and we'll go to File, Place, and we'll type in Photoshop logo. And we'll place this. Basically, there was a white background on it on Google Images, but if it's a true PNG, the white background just it doesn't appear because it's not really there. So let me move this bad boy down. Let me see here. Shift, drag will make this really big because this is going to be in the background of our text. Let me see here. My Photoshop is blacking out bigger. That way I can bring it back about right here. So you got to mess around with it as you're doing it, because you know this could be kind of distracting and hard to read. As you can see, the how I make my YouTube thumbnails honestly is kind of obscure compared to this. So honestly, I'm going to shrink it back down. I know I keep messing around with it, and I'm going to put it in the bottom corner like how I had originally. You got to play around with it to see what looks best and whatnot. And I'm just going to place this here, give it a good old rotation, make it look special, and we'll put it in the corner right here. So there we go, and then we'll hit my check mark there just to identify that it's done. And I'll deselect this, and there you guys go. There's the thumbnail right there. Now what I could even do is, you know, I'll save that for a tutorial video. I was going to show you guys some tips and whatnot on with these stuff and everything. I'll save that for a tutorial video. So there we go. I just made my thumbnail for this video in the video. So basically showing you guys how I make my thumbnails and the process I go about doing this stuff. And like I said, guys, if you'd like a in-depth tutorial on how to use Photoshop and how to create thumbnails in depth and whatnot, I will gladly make a tutorial. Just ask me down in the comment section down below to do so, and I will. Guys, if we could hit 50 likes on this video, that would be absolutely amazing. Hit that like button, show the support. Hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace out.